Well, welcome to the Push Network, Kenny.
Yes, thank you for
Yeah,
having me. I really appreciate it.
absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you. So you are part of home inspections.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. What do you do?
So what I do, um, before the house is getting under contract, I inspect the home, make sure that everything's up to code,
Hmm.
such as HVAC, plumbing, air conditioning, foundation. I look at the roofing, pretty much the important stuff that everybody overlooks at or
Hmm.
just kind of brush off.
Hmm.
So I just make sure that everything is okay before the client buys it.
Hmm. I like how you said overlooks because a lot of the real estate industry, a lot of people look at it as just, real estate agents, brokers, but there's different um, foundations within the real estate industry
Mm.
that people do overlook. What kind of got you into inspection specifically rather than being, part of mortgage or title or a real estate agent?
Right. So I know we spoke
Hmm.
and talked about. We had a little talk on
Hmm.
a Saturday when we met up in the
Yeah.
first beginning. But I actually wanted to be a realtor myself in the beginning,
Hmm.
but um, I tagged along with my father. He had a business trip,
Hmm.
and he asked me like, "You want to come?" I didn't even know what I got myself into. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
That's usually how it goes.
yeah. So I was just thrilled to just go with my pops and
Hmm.
and just see what he was getting himself into. So I was
Hmm.
just like, "Oh, sure, why not? I want to tackle him too,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
father son dynamic duo. So
But yeah.
um, yeah. So I met the founder and the president of Morrison Plus Property Inspections.
Hmm.
Super nice people. Um, did training to be an inspector and um, be a lead inspector for my father's franchisee business.
Hmm.
Um, and it was a wonderful experience. So I really didn't even know what I got myself into. I just kind of just dived in and and I liked it, and here I am.
Yeah,
you know.
I think that's the best part. You never know where you're gonna end up at, and I feel like that's really cool that you and your pops were able to have that dynamic duo and do things like that.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't had a home inspection yet, but I guarantee that there's a difference between good and bad home inspectors.
Hmm.
What would you say that difference is?
Um, Number one thing is um, depending on whoever that home inspector is,
Hmm.
if they know what they're doing or not. Um, I ran to so many realtors, and they told me so many stories about their experience with home inspectors. One of them I know, I think her name was Esther, I think,
Hmm.
but I went to her open house just to push out and brand, my business and whatnot. And she had some bad experience, with home inspectors because um, one of her inspectors came to her house to inspect the home, and um, I guess the inspector looked at a puddle of water that was just sitting on the edge of the foundation, and he overlooked it and just assumed that it was bad.
Hmm.
So after when he was done with this job, going through the walkthrough, told my friend and the client, this foundation has to be stripped and redone.
Wow.
And there was no issues with the foundation at all.
Hmm.
And it really just comes down to um, knowing what they're doing in that job, and also with inspectors, um, be careful of your wordings
Hmm.
because sometimes it can kill deals with
Hmm.
that, right? But um, that's not really what our job
Yeah.
is to not have the client buy the house,
Hmm.
is to get the house right. Just
Hmm.
um, just as long as you know, um, wording is very crucial
Mm-hmm.
because um, everything is stressful,
Mm-hmm.
for the client, for the realtor, um, everybody inside that real estate, you know, industry foundation, right? Everything is stressful for it. So you, risking your word, it's really bad.
Yeah, because
So,
we're all on a huge time crunch.
yeah,
We have to not say we have a listing and we have to um, not only sell their house but make sure that they're in another property while that house is being sold. So it's everything is like um, a system, and if there's something within that system that's not working, we're gonna get backed up on time. And so it's very important to That's why I say why different entities are overlooked,
yes,
but they're very much crucial to the whole home buying experience, home selling experience, home buying experience. Both of those play a huge role in everything. So I
yeah,
agree with that. I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit for you, Kenny.
yeah. No worries.
You met a lot of people along the way, being a home inspector, going to these open houses, meeting people, collaborating with people. It's all amazing. What would you say is the most interesting thing that you've learned about people within your journey?
I would say just learning each industry there
Mm-hmm.
is in real estate because um, even though that I haven't got into the real estate industry, but
Mm-hmm.
just learning um, other industries that involve with real estate is really cool,
Mm-hmm.
such as the brokers, titles. I mean, you name it all,
Mm-hmm.
and just learning each and one of them and what they do, what their roles are, and how they play their cards. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it feels like we're all in one team. We have the same goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we just do it a certain way, and I think it's really fascinating to
Yeah. Would you say at where you are right now, would you say you're successful?
me. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Why is that?
Um, I have a couple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with Morrison, and I work at another job too,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I I'm a hustler. I'm a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
So every day is successful for me,
Mm-hmm.
and there every day there's going to be a new path. There's going to be opportunities for me,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, as long as I put the hard work in, it's going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I'm um, doing what I need to do, putting the people first before my profits, it's it's going to be rewarding in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I see it. And honestly, that's kind of how I was raised, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with hard work, there's going to be a reward for it. So
Absolutely. Well said. Very well said. There's people who don't see themselves as successful. They're sitting probably watching this and thinking to themselves, well, how can I, you know, start my gears? How can I um, start? What would you say to those people who are looking to, start that business or get into that hustle, who are struggling to kind of look for a way out? What would you say to that?
don't stop, because I was in your shoes once.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Honestly, growing up, I didn't really have the um, best life that everybody would normally have
Mm-hmm.
or get, So um, it, it, it it's really stressful and it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit that, and there's going to be a lot of sacrifice that um, you're going to have to give up on.
Mm-hmm.
But um, you really want to go for it, follow where your heart is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anybody stop you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it.
Very well said, Kenny. Very well said. You have one of the biggest grit I've seen out of many people that I've met so far. And I'm very happy to be working with you, and I'm very happy that we get to share this industry together. So it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank
My
you so
Mark.
much.
Thank you.
Mhm.